Now from Nakuru County, I want us to come back to Nairobi County, where the High Court has suspended an order by Nairobi Governor Sakaja directing PSVs to operate from Green Park pending a hearing of filed petition. At least 8 long-distance travel operators moved to court to challenge the directive. Now, the operators argue that Sakaja's directive will expose them to huge losses and will inconvenience long-distance travelers who predominantly travel with fairly large luggage, especially during this festive season. Now, according to Governor Sakaja, the directive is part of measures to decongest Nairobi's central business district. Let's now link up with our reporter Willie Lisige, who has been following up on that. Lisige, good to see you. Some reprieve of some sort for PSV operators, isn't it?
So we had expected that most probably from today, being the 1st of December, as per the notice that was issued by the county government of Nairobi, all the long-distance public service vehicles plying the Western, Nyanza and also the Rift Valley part route were supposed to move to here at the Green State, here where we have the new terminus, so that to be able to congest the city where they have been operating. But so far we are aware what is only happening here is a state of what we can term as confusion, because a number of vehicles actually as early as 6 a.m. in the morning had moved their errands to this new place where they are supposed to carry their own business. But because we are aware that there was also another court notice that was able to put on hold this transfer until the case is heard and determined in this month on 13th, then definitely most of them have now shifted back to their normal places where they used to operate within the city. But from what we have seen here, there are still a number of circles that are still operating from within this terminus, because they are saying they feel this is the right place they'll be operating from. But there are others who are saying they'll have to continue working and operating from where they are until the case is heard and determined. And some of the new measures that the county government of Nairobi had put in place, especially to be able to cut maybe the distance that the passengers have to travel after they have arrived here to the entire CBD of the town or even other places within the town, they had put a number of few buses that are being manned by the Kenya Railways Corporation to be able to transfer passengers from here at the new bus terminus to town, so that to be able maybe to shorten that distance and also prevent customers and those ones traveling not to incur further charges to be able to move from this point to the CBD. But so far what is happening is a state of confusion, because there are still a number of circles that are still operating from here, and there are also others that were supposed to move here but they have gone back to their normal places within town, because they are saying they have to wait until the court determines the matter, because the court has now put a measure in place to prevent the county government of Nairobi from forcefully forcing those circles to move here until the case is heard and determined. And we are aware there were 10 circles led by the North Rift that went to court to challenge that decision by the county government of Nairobi, giving a number of issues, including saying that when they were called on 18th of November by the county government of Nairobi to be given that new directive, there was no public participation. They were not given time to be able to find out a better way to transit from where they're operating now to here in the new terminus. But also they have said such kind of a measure should have been maybe implemented during the new year, because they're saying this is a festive season. We are now in December, and where a huge number of people will be moving maybe from Nairobi to upcountry, or even others moving from upcountry to here. So we are still waiting to see what will happen, if all the matatus will go back to the city or will they continue operating here. We are also waiting for the county government of Nairobi, led by Governor Sakaja, to be able to come here and officially launch this new terminus. But we are not aware if that will happen, because there is that court injunction barring the county government of Nairobi to implement the new measure. Ashley.
All right, thank you so much, Willie Lisige, for that. So that is the situation at Green Park Terminus, as Willie Lisige has mentioned. Let's wait and see what happens next, if the Nairobi County will, talk about that particular issue. While you're watching News Desk, we'll take a short break. We'll be back shortly.